Hi everyone, this is module number 213 for the subject of Strategic Human Resource Management. And in this module, we will continue to talk about the impact of poor corporate social responsibility on different stakeholders. And in this module, we will talk about employees. So there can be enormous impact on the employees' outcomes when a corporation or when an organization is engaged in poor corporate social responsibility. However, a few of them can be observed here. For example, the first one is less commitment to the company. So it has been observed that an empirical evidence suggests that when organizations have a poor corporate social responsibility or they are engaged in poor corporate social responsibility, it has a negative implications for employees' attitudes and behavior. And one of that attitude is commitment. If you guys remember, sometimes in the past, I talked about what is employee commitment. Employee commitment is of three types, and the theoretical justification has been offered those three types. For example, the first one is affective commitment. Second is continuous commitment. And third is normative commitment. The affective commitment of employees to an organization is based on their emotions and feelings for the organization. So employees are having a commitment with the organization because they are emotionally attached with the organization. The second type of commitment is continuous commitment. It is based on the benefits perceived by the employees. That is, for example, if employees perceive that if they continue to work with the organization, what benefits they will get in the recent future or in the near future. For example, continuous commitment suggests that employees believe that if they continue to stay in the organization, they may have a promotion due in the recent future, or they may have some seniority or senior position due in the near future. So they don't leave the organization, rather they continue to work in the organization. So their commitment is based on the perceived benefits they may receive in the near future. The third type of commitment is, as I said, normative commitment. Normative is based on the norms of the society. However, the normative commitment suggests that employees will be committed and they will continue to work in an organization if they perceive that organizations have invested in them or their employer has invested in them. They might have given them the training, they might have offered them something which is very nice to them. So as in a return, they want to give something to the organization, and they may want to, or they may choose to continue to work in the organization. So whether it is an affective commitment, continuous commitment, or normative commitment, research suggests that poor corporate social responsibilities have a negative relationship with the commitment of the employees with the organization, and it may be towards the immediate supervisor. The second implication or the negative consequences an employer may face if the employer is engaged in the poor corporate social responsibility is the lower levels of productivity. Employees may perceive that this is an exploitation of resources, exploitations of employees, or exploitation of policies and procedures, so they may have negative or less productivity. The next is turnover intentions. I have talked about it a couple of times in the past because the employee outcomes and organizational outcomes, some of them are very pertinent in the textbooks and in the literature. So it is suggested that the poor corporate social responsibility practices may result in employee turnover. So employee commitment and turnover might be the opposite of each other. However, turnover covers only the one dimension of commitment, that is continuous commitment. So employees may choose to leave the organization. And lastly, this is a workplace deviance. That is, employees are deviating from the practices, policies, and procedures established in the organization. So you may see that research suggests that poor corporate social responsibility practices in an organization may lead to negative outcomes for the organization as well as for the employees. Thank you.